Good morning. Britain cracking down on corruption and wrongdoing in the police. The country's largest force, the Met, is diverting officers away from fighting terrorism and organised crime to clean up its own act.
And hundreds more officers could be sacked in the biggest purge of the force for 50 years after a report branded it racist, homophobic and misogynist.
Undercover sting, Conservative MP Scott Benton is suspended from the party after being secretly filmed by a newspaper reportedly offering to lobby for a fake gambling firm.
Nicola Sturgeon says she had no prior knowledge of plans to arrest her husband, the former SNP chief executive Peter Murrell, who's been released pending further investigation.
Yes, the former First Minister of Scotland has promised to fully cooperate with Police Scotland in their investigation into the funding and finances of the SNP after arresting her husband, Peter Murrell, and searching the couple's home and garden. And still this morning, a large police presence here.
And with exactly a month to go until the coronation of King Charles, will the crowning of Camilla as Queen help boost the royal family's popularity?
I like her and I think she's going to be popular.
I'm of a generation that remembers Diana and the boys, and I'm not sure, it doesn't feel very comfortable for me.
And yesterday's rain is clearing. Behind it, though, a fair few showers, some of which are going to be heavy and possibly on the thundery side. All that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Thursday, 6th of April, 2023. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Kate Garraway and Adil Ray.
Good morning. It's just gone 6 o'clock, Thursday morning. Welcome to the programme. I've got a question for you, Adil.
Yes.
And for everybody at home.
Yes.
What are you going to be doing, not at 6 o'clock on Thursday morning, but at 3 p.m. on Sunday, the 23rd of April?
Sunday, 23rd of April, 3 p.m. I don't know, probably having lunch or something, watching the football.
Lazy, it could be anything like that.
It's St George's Day. I'll be out there waving flags.
Will you?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, whatever you're doing on that day, you're going to hear this.
Whoa. What is that?
Well,
is that you ringing us all?
It does sound like I got a text. But we're all going to get a siren emergency alert. So this is a trial.
On our phones?
On our phones.
Wow.
It's pretty much all phones. I think there are some caveats of some phones that won't have it. But, yeah, all phones will get this emergency alert with the idea that in the future, this is a government message, by the way. This is not just a random thing. The government will be able to use that particular sound of that particular alert
to tell
for
people
things where there's risk of life.
Oh, right.
So it could be a dramatic weather event, it could be extreme flooding, it could be all sorts of emergencies you might think about where they want people to pay attention. And it's something that has to be tested. So they're now telling us that we're going to get this at 3 p.m. Sunday the 23rd.
What if your phone's on silent? Does it still go through?
Do you know, that's a very good question.
You know, a lot of people, it still goes through.
It overrides, like your alarm
Wow, it still goes through the same.
It overrides everything.
Wow.
What if you've put it on no interruptions? I bet it still goes through.
Do not disturb.
Do not disturb.
Even life-threatening situations I don't want to know about.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they've promised us that it won't be abused and we won't be bombarded.
Would be great,
But I
though.
feel like it's the sort of thing parents should have that access to. Because
I
I'd love to send an alert to Darcy, you know, to do homework, just to pay
Get
attention
home now.
to me.
Stop talking to that boy. Get home.
Exactly. All that kind of thing. Because, you know, even when she's in the same room as you, she's looking at her phone.
I'd
She's paying
quite
more
like
attention to
one.
that.
That's right. It goes to the entire nation.
Yeah.
Wow. It could 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. All smartphones. So I think if you've got an old brick phone, I'm not sure.
So it could come on and say.
But if
it could come on and say, Lingo is on now on ITV.
What a shame it's Sunday.
Oh yeah, Lingo
Otherwise,
is on this time tomorrow.
It the Lingo alert.
Who's running this software? You have a word. Amazing. I mean,
Never mind the
quite...
government abusing it. You're going to start abusing it, aren't you? Watch Lingo, 3 p.m. every day.
On a serious point, though, it's one of those things that we're going to find, oh, it's a bit intrusive, but, you know, when it's used in a right way, I think we'll be very grateful of it, won't we? And God forbid we ever need it in a major circumstance, but inevitably we
In fact, thinking about it, you sort of wonder why they've not done it before.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to get a message out quickly to people, it'd be a very effective way to do it, wouldn't it? Well, anyway, that's Sunday, but this morning, well, there's new information. This has been released today. The crackdown on corruption at the Metropolitan Police is so urgent that 90 officers have been moved away from fighting terrorism and serious crime to help root out rogue officers. The Met Commissioner has revealed this.
Yeah, it comes after the UK's largest police force was branded institutionally racist, homophobic and misogynistic in a major report last month in the wake of scandals over the last few years. Louisa James is at Scotland Yard. Louisa, this is incredible, really. This is almost like the police investigating itself at the cost of investigating crime on the streets of the UK. I mean, how wide-reaching are these efforts going to be?